Good morning, Grace Baptist Church. I hope each one of you has a blessed Lord's Day today. I'm so sorry that we can't meet together today and that we missed last week as well. That's not how we would have planned it, but it's what God had for us. And so we look forward, Lord willing, to gathering together next Sunday, November 29th, for our regular worship at 10:30 in the morning. Of course, that's Lord willing. We'll see what he has for us, but that's the plan for right now. As we meet together, encourage us to do it carefully and wisely, following the guidelines that we've sought to follow during a pandemic, especially now that community spread of the virus is very high and some local healthcare systems are being strained by that. We want to show love and compassion towards those healthcare workers, towards those who are more vulnerable to the virus. And so as we gather next Lord's Day, let's be sure to do it with great care and caution. My family is okay. We're not great, but the Lord has brought us through the last week, and none of our symptoms have been severe. We did end up being 7 for 7. All 7 of us tested positive, but none of the symptoms severe. Feels kind of like you're operating at about 50% capacity, so not down and out, but not able to do everything that you normally do either. But we're fine by God's grace, and we very much appreciate your love, your prayers, your expressions of that love that you've shown to us. Been a great encouragement and help to us. So thank you for that. I just want to leave you this morning with a lament. Before we had to cancel services, I was already planning a sermon with a lament in it, and focusing in on the idea of one of the Psalms of Lament and pouring out our hearts to God. And so I've dug into that some over the last week plus, reading a book on it. Really helpful stuff, and hopeful to bring you a message about lament this coming Lord's Day, November 29th. But I want to just read one of these laments and notice how it moves from the anguish that the psalmist feels. He pours out his heart. He tells God what he's experiencing. It moves from that anguish, and he asks things of God, and then he confesses his trust in God. It ends on a note of trust and hope. So I'm going to read Psalm 13 for you and pray that God blesses our Lord's Day. Psalm 13. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I take counsel in my soul and have sorrow in my heart all the day? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and answer me, O Lord my God. Light up my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest my enemy say I have prevailed over him, lest my foes rejoice because I am shaken. But I have trusted in your steadfast love. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord because he has dealt bountifully with me. I hope you can say that the Lord has dealt bountifully with you, even as you feel that his face is hidden, even as you experience difficult, painful suffering. The Psalms of Lament really help us express our hearts to God when we are in the midst of trouble and trial. Well, again, I hope you have a blessed Lord's Day. I encourage you to, if you're getting this in the email that I send out this morning, to click the link for Grace Fellowship Church in Bremen for their live stream. It starts at 10:30 this morning. Grace Fellowship Church planted our church, and we were glad to tune into their live stream last week, and encourage you to do the same again this week at 10:30. You can find that on their Facebook page. Lord bless you. Hope to see you again in person soon.